What is our first main topic today?
John, our first main topic comes to us from Chris. In an interview with The Wrap, Kevin Smith claims that Harvey Weinstein is holding Dogma, his 1999's religious satire, and some might argue his best film, hostage. Dogma is not available for streaming anywhere, and the DVD and Blu-ray have been out of print for years, and Weinstein is trying to sell off the rights for a price of $5 million, which Smith admitted was overvaluing. What does the Campea crew make of this? Is there a way for Kevin Smith to get back the rights, since it is his film, without giving a cent to Weinstein? And do you think Harvey Weinstein should even be allowed to profit from the sale of the rights to Dogma at this point?
All right, thanks a lot for writing that in, Chris. And yeah, what a sucky situation.
Dude.
It's a horrible situation. So what some people believe is Kevin Smith's best film, Dogma. I personally think it's Chasing Amy or Clerks 2, but I love Dogma. Of course, all the rights are held by Weinstein. He's got the rights. And so nobody can do anything with the movie, but he is more than willing to sell the rights to it so people can put it on streaming, put it on DVD, do whatever they want with it. But the price tag is $5 million. Now, Kevin Smith talked about in his thing, of course, everybody assumes that if you're famous, that automatically means you're ridiculously wealthy. But Kevin Smith says, guess what? I don't have $5 million.
Right.
So I can't just go and buy the rights to my own movie. I can't do it. So, Kevin Smith also said in his interview that, maybe we need to fundraise, whatever, try to build up some money and buy the rights back.
Crowdfund.
Yeah, maybe crowdfund to try to get the rights back to Dogma. That might be an option. It brings up a couple of interesting, unfortunate realities. Because here's the thing. The two separate questions. Is there anything Kevin Smith, aside from paying $5 million, can do to get the rights back to this movie? The answer to that is no. Think of the rights to this movie like this delicious bottle of aviation gin. It's a thing. Somebody can own it. And if I own it and I have the rights to it, it's mine. There's nothing Rob can do to make me give it to him. Unless I say, hey, I'll give it to you for $20. And if he comes with $20, I'll give it to him. It belongs to Harvey Weinstein. That's it. It's his. Now, we can moan and complain and say, but that's not fair. Kevin Smith is the creator of it. Yeah, but Kevin Smith didn't pay for it. And whoever paid for it owns it. And that's just a part of the unfortunate reality of the whole thing. As far as the other question, the more philosophical question, should Weinstein be allowed to profit from owning it? Well, here's the thing. There is tenets in law that says you cannot profit from a crime, right? Like if I stole, I'm trying to think of a great example. Let's say Rob made a gold making machine and I stole it. Well, I don't get to profit from that machine. If I got convicted, I don't get to profit from, but when you get convicted of a crime, the government doesn't just get to come and take everything you own. It's not like you forfeit everything you own. And if this bottle of gin, if I get arrested for some kind of bad driving and I go to jail for 2 years for it, you don't get to just take away my bottle of gin.
That might have been the reason you...
That may be the reason I got in driving trouble in the first place. Yeah, I didn't even put that together. That was a poorly thought out analogy. So yes, you don't get to suddenly take away my bottle of gin, of course, unless it was in the car with me when I was doing that driving. It's still mine. It still belongs to me. And so I can still sell it, keep it, give it away. I can do whatever I want with it. So it's just a sucky situation. It's an unfortunate thing because, Rob, what do you always say? It's not about what you deserve.
That's what you negotiate.
And Harvey Weinstein knows it. Rob, this situation sucks, but it seems like it is what it is kind of situation. So I don't know. How would you respond to that?
I would say I'm very familiar with the situation, having made a film that I don't own. I directed, co-wrote, edited a movie that is the person who paid for it owns it. And that's, like Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin made Stargate. But when they made a deal with MGM, their ownership rights were no longer, they didn't own the movie. That's why they had nothing to do with the Stargate TV shows. Tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars were made by those TV shows. And Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, who created Stargate, didn't get it done. And that's just Hollywood, man. And I mean, it's a bummer, but if somebody's paying for your movie, there's really nothing you can do. You can't, unless you, again, negotiate some kind of a reversionary clause. Like Kevin Smith could have put in his contract, I don't think Weinstein would have given it to him, but after a certain amount of time, the rights to the negative might revert to you, in which case you own the movie. There are some filmmakers that have done that. Like after 25 years, the rights to the film revert to the filmmakers. Now that happens if it's independently financed, things like that. But in the case of this, it's unfortunate. I mean, Kevin Smith got to make this movie because of Harvey Weinstein and Miramax. I mean, that Harvey Weinstein was now convicted of crimes is immaterial to when the movie was originally made. And so there's really, like you said, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, and Kevin Smith seems to understand that, and I hope he's able to find a way to get that money together and get the rights to that movie
And can
back.
you imagine if, let's say Kevin Smith did crowdfund it, and let's say he did make $5 million. What's to stop Harvey Weinstein going, well, I want 10?
Yep. Well, I mean, the only thing that can stop that is if Kevin Smith wrote to Harvey Weinstein, which I'm going to assume he can get correspondence, and said, I will enter into an agreement with you that I will give you $5 million if you give me the rights. Once Harvey Weinstein agrees to that, it's legally binding. That there has to be three things.
Yeah.
There has to be offer, acceptance, and capacity. And all three of those things would be there. You don't have to have an official looking contract. All you got to say is, hey, if I give you $5 million, will you give me that thing? As soon as he says yes, it's legally binding. So he can make it happen. It would be awesome if he could find a way to get these rights back.
Look, I agree. I mean, I think it would be great, and maybe he should do that. You know, maybe Harvey Weinstein. It is a movie about religion. Maybe if he wants to do some kind of penance, he'll just give Kevin his movie. That's not going to happen. But
nope. All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Can you think of a way that maybe Kevin Smith can get the rights to Dogma back? It does suck that it's just sitting out there in limbo because this one a-hole is sitting in a prison somewhere and he's got the rights to them. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. We want to take a second and thank a sponsor of this video, MeUndies. Luckily, we here at the John Campea Show work with MeUndies, makers of the most buttery, soft, and sustainable undies, bralettes, and socks that exist. Like many of you guys, I have spent my entire life wearing completely useless and uncomfortable underwear. And it wasn't until the good folks at MeUndies sent me my first couple of pairs that I realized I have not been living my life to the fullest. Now I wear MeUndies every single day, and it makes my whole day a hell of a lot more comfortable. Guaranteed to be the softest stuff you've ever felt in your life. Their signature micro-modal fabric is sustainable, breathable, and stretchy as heck. Available in sizes extra small to 4XL, they have new colors and prints dropping weekly, so there's always something exciting to check out. Try their free-to-join membership for free shipping on every order and exclusive perks, like an item shipped to your door every month, secret sales, and early access to their newest stuff. MeUndies has a great offer for the John Campea Show audience. For any first-time purchasers, you get 20% off plus free shipping and returns. So to get 20% off your first order, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Campea. That's MeUndies.com/Campea.